Okay, so next we have to discuss the another method, float type level indicator. So this is the number third for the direct level measurement. This is the float type level indicator. So this is a float type. That means one indicator we have to use is in this float operated level indicator. It is used for the measure liquid level in a tank in which a float, that is a rest on the surface of the liquid, are following the changes level of the liquid. So this float operated level indicator is used to measure liquid level in a tank in which a float rests on the surface of liquid and follows the changing level of liquid. Okay, so this is a basically one another one direct measurement method for the level measurement, float type level indicator. This float operated level indicator, it is used to measure the liquid level in a tank in which a float, it is rest on the surface of the liquid, and it is follows the changes or any changing it is available for the level of the particular liquid. So this movement of the float, it is transmitted to a pointer through a suitable mechanism. So uh, the movement of the float float is transmitted to a pointer through a suitable mechanism, which indicates the level on a calibrated scale. Okay, so this type of measurement we have to use this is a float operated level indicator, and it is basically used for the measurement of the liquid level in a tank in which a float rests on the surface of the liquid and follows the changing level of the liquid. So this movement of the float, okay, is transmitted to a pointer through a suitable mechanism, which is indicates the particular level of the calibrated scales. So in the corresponding view, we have to classify these float type indicators different types. So types, different types of the float type indicator. Sometimes it is used for the hollow metal, number one, that is a hollow metal spheres. Number two, cylindrical shaped. Floats. And another number third, it is disc shaped float. Okay, so these are the basically different types of float type level indicator we have to use. First one, that is a hollow metal spheres type. Number third, that is a cylindrical shape floats. Another one is the disc type of shape floats. So using this method, we have to use this particular level of the particular tank or reservoir. Okay, so now we go the particular constructions of float type level indicator. This is the one reservoir or tank. This is a basically one indicator. Something like that. This is the one weight. And something like that. This is the basically liquid level. Liquid is present in the inners of the tank or reservoir or any types of. So this is a liquid, and this is a float. Okay, this is a float. This is a tank, and here we have to attach one particular scale. This is the kanta. That is the indicator. This is a small scale divisions. Okay, in that button. This is also covered one protective device also. So this is a level indicator, and this is a counter. This is connected this point and also connected this point. Counter. So this is the diagram of the float type liquid level indicator. Okay, so here you can see this is a one float. Okay, so this is the floating device, and it is also touches the surface of the liquid or water or anything you have to measure. So using this float type of method, we have to connect it one level indicator. Here the scale is present, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the scale of the divisions, equal divisions. This is the basically counter weight. This is control for this level indicator, and you have to measure particular level of the liquid using this scales also. Okay. So this is the basically one simple types of float type level indicator. And another one, this is number one, and number two, another one, that is a hydraulic. That is a hydraulic transmission system for level indication method. Okay, so these two types of level indicator it is present in our process control industries. First, we have to use as the float operated. This is a float operated type of liquid level indicators. Another one, it is also present, that is a hydraulic transmission system of the level indication method. So using these two methods, we have to measure the particular level of the liquid for a tank or vessel or any reservoir also. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Is it clear? Shivam Jaiswal, please respond me. It is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have to go. What is the basic advantage and disadvantage of this float type level indicator method? So first advantage of float type level indicator. Number one, it is possible to read the liquid level in a tank from the ground level even if the tank is kept below the ground level. Below the ground. Number two, I am coming. First, we have to read and then we have to discuss the each and every point. It cost is low, cost is low, and has reliable design. Has reliable design. Number third, it operates over a large temperature ranges. And another one, number four, there is a choice of there is a choice of corrosion resistance. resistance, materials to make materials to make this. So these are the basically following advantage we have to uses the particular level flow type level indicator. So first, this is a it is possible to read the liquid level in a tank from the ground level, even if the tank it is kept below the ground level. Okay, so this is a very big advantage for the level measurement for our process control industry. Okay, so where you can see where the tank is present in the below the ground level, okay, or anything is level of the it is below. So in that case, you have to use this float type of level indicator for the level measurement. Okay. Number two, it cost is very low and it has a reliable design. Okay, so the cost is very low. Another two parts, that is side glass method and hook type of method. This cost is very low, and you have to reliable designs. That means you have to easily set up the particular where you have to measure the level measurement. Okay. Number third, it operates over a large temperature range. That means where you have to measure the liquid, it is hottest or liquid temperature is very much high or very much lower. So the temperature ranges of the level measurement is very much advantageous for this float type level indicator method. Number four, that is a choice of corrosion resistant material to the to make this. That means when you have to measure any acidic liquid level measurement or any another corrosive type of materials, so that is you have to choose the particular corrosion resistance material to make this flow type of measurement also. Okay, so this is a very much important for the flow type of measurement. Is it clear? Number third, what is the disadvantage? So we have to know. So some of the instrument it is also very much advantageous and little bit also disadvantages is also present. So disadvantage of flow type level indicator. Okay. Number one, they are normally limited to moderate pressure. Okay. And number two, they are tailored to tank geometry. Okay, so these are the basically two disadvantages are available. This float type of level indicator. Number one, they are normally limited to the moderate of the pressure. Okay, and number two, they are tailored to tank geometry also. So these are the little bit disadvantages are available. Okay. Next, another part. So first we have to classify it. This is the direct method. This direct method level measurement, and this direct method it is also classified in three categories. First one is the hook type of level indicator. Then we have to consider the side glass method. Another one is the float type. So in the another one, it is also present displacer level detector. This is the one detector that is a displacer level detector. Okay, so this pressure level detector, it is basically work on the Archimedes principle. Okay, so the displacer type level detectors work on the Archimedes principles. And anyone please tell me what is the Archimedes principles? Anyone know? And you have all of you read in your secondary classes of this Archimedes principle. This is very much important. Okay. So these displacer level detectors, it is basically detectors work on the principle of the Archimedes principle. What is the Archimedes principle? It is state that a body, it is wholly or partially immersed in a fluid. It is bore by a force which is equal to the weight of the fluid. It is also displayed. Okay. So Archimedes principles, I am written here. Principle which states that which states that wholly or partially immersed in a fluid immersed in fluid, it goes up by a force which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. Okay. So this is a very much important, okay, Archimedes principles. Okay. So this displacer type of level detectors, when you have to measure any level measurement in our process control industries, you have to use these different types of detectors. So this type of displacer level detectors, it is basically works on the principle of the Archimedes principle. You know that Archimedes principle, which says that wholly or partially immersed in a fluid, it is bowed up by a force which is equal to the weight of the fluid is displaced. Okay, so using these principles, we have to design this type of level detector, which is the simplest level measurement. And this device we have to use this where the different type of torque are available. That is a torque tube or displacer type or any hazardous area. Okay, that is the environmental conditions are that is a below of the lower level of the temperature or any humidities of area. We have to use as different types of level detectors. Okay, so using this method, we have to classify this level type of the detectors different categories. Okay, so I'm written here the different types of level display type of level detectors. Number one, magnetically coupled switch type. Number two, torque tube type. Torque tube type. Number three, diaphragm and force bar type. Number four, spring balance type. Number five, this is flexible disc type. And number six, this is a flexible shaft type. This flexible shaft type. Okay. So this is the basically different types of displacer level detectors. You have to classify it into different categories also using the application area of the different displacer level detectors. Okay, and it is based on the variation of the design and where the different hazardous areas oriented. Number one, that is a magnetically coupled switch type. Number two, that is a torque tube type. And number three is the diaphragm and force bar type. Number four, spring balance type. And number five, flexible disc type. And number three, that is the flexible shaft type. So in our process control industry, majorly that is we have to uses these two types of basically uses. One is torque tube type, another one is the spring balance type. So this is the basically almost uses. Okay, and another also it is also measurement for the different types of level detectors. So these are the basically this pressure level detector. Up to this part, it is clear all of you. Please respond me. Is it clear? Jatin, is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyone any doubt or any questions? So please ask.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next part. What is the advantage and disadvantage? You know that in our process control industries, we have to use this different instrument of different physical parameters for the measurement. So some little bit has also advantage and also disadvantage is also present. So first, we have to consider here advantage of the this type of level detector, that is displacer level detector. First one, its accuracy is very high. So they have high accuracy. Okay. So when you have to measure any process variable for the level measurement or something like that, so first you have to know what is the accuracy level of particular instrument, whatever you have to use this for the level measurement also. Okay. So this type of measurement, that is a displacer type of level detectors, it has high accuracy. So that's why we have to use this in our process control industry. And also they are reliable in clean liquid. Okay. Number third, they can mount it internally or externally. This is very much. So this is the another advantage here for the measurement level detector. So you have to mount it, this type of detectors, either inner side of the tank or outer side of the tank. So this is basically more advantageous over the another type of method. Okay. And number four, they are adaptable to liquid interface measurement. Okay. And another one, it is also its maintenance cost is very low. Another one is maintenance. One minute. Cost is very low. So these are the basic advantage of the this displacer type of level detectors. Okay. So this is accuracy is very high, near about in percentage of overall of the level measurement particulars. That is the range is 95 to 99%. And these they are available in also reliable in the cleanly liquids also. And another one, this label type of, that is a displacer type of label detector, you have to mount it in the inner side of the tank and outer side of the tank also. And the maintenance cost is very low. So that's why we have to use this more of the uses for the label measurement in the particular parameters. And another one, some disadvantages are also available. Next, we have to consider here disadvantage. So first of all, this instrument have limited range. Okay, so this is a one disadvantage. Number two, external units may require heating to avoid freezing. Number third, the internal units may require sealing chamber. Number four, the cost of this device increases appreciably for externally mounted units mounted units are pressured rating increases. So these are the basically little bit disadvantage are present for this type of label detectors methods. Okay, so the instrument, it has a limited ranges. Okay, and number two, external units, it may require heating to the avoid of the freezings also, because when you have to use this in the coldest area. Okay, so this type of label detectors, it is also freezing. So using the external device, this external device, sometime you have to require for heating to avoid the freezing. Number third, these internal units may require stealing of the chambers also. It is another one disadvantage. And number four, the cost of these devices increases appreciably for externally mounted units for the pressure rating increases. So these are the some disadvantages are available for the displacer type of methods, displacer type of label detectors. Okay, is it clear all of you? These are the displacer label detectors.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box. And Jatin, you have take again participant list. And after ending the class, you have to send
Okay,
me.
sir.
Yes, you have to send
Okay,
me.
sir. Okay.
Okay. So next part, so we have to consider. We have to also discuss in next classes and next day also. Just I am telling that.
Okay.
Today we will discuss the direct method. Another one is the indirect. Just I am telling the indirect method name. So the indirect methods of label measurement. So in this indirect measurement, we have to classify different categories. So first of all, hydraulic, sorry, not hydraulic, this is the hydrostatic. Hydraulic type of, that is the, we have to use this direct method also. Okay, this is the hydrostatic pressure type. And another one, that is the electrical. So these two type of methods we have to classify it for the indirect method of the liquid measurement. Okay, first one, that is the hydrostatic pressure type of the level measurement. Number two, that is the electrical methods. Okay, so these two methods we have to discuss in our next classes, next day also. So up to this part, is it clear all of you? So anyone, any doubt or any questions, so please ask me.
No, sir.
Okay. So everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. And thanks everyone. So we will meet next classes also.